Hello everyone, welcome to this new lecture of STAAD Pro Content Edition tutorial. We will create a beam model, assign properties, assign support, assign load to that beam, then analyze the beam together. I will walk you through step by step around the entire process. We have already done our basic configuration. Let's recapitulate on that for a moment by hitting the configure tab. Application configuration window pops up. What you need to make sure that you have picked the right unit system. In my case, it is metric, and have chosen the right axis orientation. In this case, I have stuck with the default OI up. Other settings are optional, and you may explore them if you want. Let's dive in together to create our first beam model. We go to New, assign a applicant file name. In this case, I will write it as my beam. Remember, we spoke about saving the STAAD file in the right location, because when you run a STAAD file for analysis, it creates a bunch of auxiliary files, and you do not want them to get mixed with your other files. I have created a folder under my D drive named my first beam, and I am going to save my file there. This is going to be an analytical model. Unit type is metric, which is the same I picked while configuring. Let's hit the create button. This interface will pop up. We have discussed in detail this interface in our last lecture. First step is to create the node. We are under geometry. and we enter the coordinate of our first node here. The first node of any model must coincide with the origin. So we input 0 for all x, y, z values. And you see over here that a little black dot is created. That is our first node. We will be creating a three-span continuous beam with each span being 5 meters. To do that, you put 5 under x and hit enter. Repeat the same process twice to create all the nodes you want for your beam model. Now we are in the isometric view, which is not a very convenient view to model. Therefore, we need to change the view. To do that, we go to the view ribbon. Over here, you can see 7 views with different faces highlighted. This first one refers to the isometric view, which viewport we are in right now. This is the plan view. That is, you are looking at the model from top down. This view from negative y means you are looking at the model from bottom up. This one meaning from the negative x direction. This one positive z direction, positive x, and this one refers to looking at our model from negative z direction. We need a front elevation of this model to do our further work. So we hit this button and you can see that we are looking at front elevation of this model. Next, we need to create the beams by joining these nodes. So go to the geometry option at B. You will get a cursor of this kind with a beam emblem and plus sign attached to it. Now start connecting. While we were connecting these nodes with the limits, we must have noticed that this table was getting fit. Next, we assign properties to these images. Go to Properties tab, hit Define, and this window pop up. Here you can define section of various geometric configuration like circle, rectangle, T-section, trapezoidal. You can also define general geometry, especially when your section is built up. What I do, I calculate all these parameters in my Excel sheet and punch them in here. X, A, Y, A, Z means areas perpendicular to X, Y, Z axis accordingly. IX, IY, IZ are the moment of inertia or second moment of area about X, Y, and Z axis. Y, T, and ZD are the height and width of the section. OY, B, and ZB are the distances of the centroid of the cross section from the center of gravity in Y and Z directions, respectively. We can also define a tapered eye section, tapered tube section, or if you pick your material as steel, you have these profile specifications to choose from. In our case, we will go for a rectangular section